Hello there, livers. How are you? If you're watching the replay on YouTube, come join us on TikTok on the Black Women in Grants page. If you're watching this on the Grant Game Mentorship Replay playlist here on TikTok for our TikToks, hey girl. So proud of you for making it this far. Oh, and my wonderful TikTok livers. Let's chat. Y'all come in. I'm going to let TikTok do its thing while I gather my notes. Yes, I have notes today. I need those to keep the conversation flowing. But come on in. Say hello. This is a pop-up live. I love going live chatting with you guys. But I want to know that I'm talking to the right people about the right thing, which is grants. Not just grants, but grants for black women, honey. Grants for black women with for-profit small businesses. Y'all ready to talk grants? So come in, say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. What's going on in your neck of the woods? If you're new here, I'm going to tell you who I am in a minute. Let me get some more of y'all in here so I don't have to repeat it. Hello, hello, welcome. Come on in. So I've been working on the book you see on your screen. And I've been adding some juicy tidbits to it. And it's always hard for me to choose like what to share with you guys. So I'm going to just scroll through the book today and share notes. But come in and say hello. We are repping our city while I decide out of all the things that this 157 pages so far is filled with. Hello, free spirit. How are you? These are some of my secrets from a winner's perspective, how to play the grant game. That's what we call grants because they are a game. And there are rules to the game. And so you have to come from a winner's perspective, think like a grant winner. But you can do more than that. You can talk to a grant winner. That's me. If you're new here, welcome. Put new here in the chat. If this is your first time being here, coming on, chatting with us, you can rep your city. Let me know where you're watching from. But also tell me that you're new here. This is your first time being on one of the Black Women in Grants lives, where we're just hitting 1 year old. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. I've been here with you guys 3 times a week, pretty much every week for the last year, talking about grants. So we have about 180 episodes in what we call the private TikTok replay playlist in our mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com. You can go find out all about it. I have watched us grow and have watched you guys come in and learn and take notes and join us in winning these grants that are out there and available for us as black women for-profit small business owners. It's really exciting. Queen is new. Welcome, girl. I'm Dr. AJ Austin, winner of over $63,300 in grants and grant-funded opportunities. I'm so excited to share what I know with you guys. I just want to drop a few secrets on y'all, chat with you a little bit, play around a little bit, have a little fun, and then go, okay? So I am a grant winner. I have also won small business pitch competitions and scholarships to go through business training and development programs for small businesses called incubators and accelerators, which is what I share with y'all, where to go find these resources where even education has been paid for us. And so if you have an idea, like Queen, to open your own business one day, that you're a startup, so you need programs that'll help you get started, grants that'll help specifically get started if you are what they call pre-revenue, haven't made much money yet, and you on your way though, you planning, you trying to get that vision out of your head. But also, if you have already started your business and you've made money and you've grown and you've been out there, you've been testing the market, testing your product, you know your competition, you know your product and your service well, you know you still qualify for grants called growth grants and programs called accelerators and fellowships, and getting scholarships into these types of programs that can help you grow your vision even bigger. And so as a winner of things like contests for, I've won contests for like office furniture. So I got a new desk, a new chair, a new, what is it called? Amazon Fire HD, like a little tablet. Amazon Prime paid for a 4-year, Audible paid for a 4-year, digital business cards. business coaching, and so much more is built into the 63,300 plus in funding that I've won for my Black woman-owned for-profit small business. And so I want to share with y'all what I know, winning giveaways and sponsorships and subsidies and bursaries and stipends and so much more. These are the ways that grants can show up for you in your business. So real quick, what is your business? What do? You can just put it in the chat. What is the business that you are currently working toward looking for grants for? You don't have to put your website or your email or tell us your life story. You don't have to try to see if customers are on here because they're not. But just real quick, give me an idea of the business that you are seeking grants for, which will help me help you help yourself. So you can let me know that you're new here, you can rep your city, and you can also rep your business and tell me what you do. E. Wilson says, I make natural products. Kadena says, business consulting. Any other Black women, for-profit small business owners in the house? Food products, okay. Y'all keep talking to me because this is helping me to know what to share with you. Cool. So, if the business that you just told me about in the chat won a grant today, how much would you want to win? Let's play with some numbers. Let's put some money out there on the table. What y'all got for me? How much would you want to win if you won a grant today for the business that you could see yourself winning a grant for that you just told me about in the chat? Throw a number in the chat. And if you've ever found yourself wondering about grants, like if you're new to it and you have a lot of questions about it, like what is a grant, or where can I find a grant for my business, or how can I win a grant for my business, or are grants legit? Are they worth it? Is it a scam? How long does it take to hear back? Or do I have to pay them back if I win? Or does my business need to already be making money? Do I need to already have started, or can startups win money too? Or is there a limit on the number of grants that I can apply for and win at one time? Or what if my business is only online and I don't have a brick and mortar? Or do I need a business plan? Or can you help me? Can you do it for me? Can I just hire somebody to apply on my behalf? Can I just pay somebody to fill out these applications? Because I've tried it before. It looks scary. I've tried it before and I got rejected. Have y'all thought of any of these questions before? Have any of this come to mind for you recently as you're also telling me how much you want to win? We got 50K, 5 to 10K, and more. I like that. That's some range. Then another 50K. Have any of these questions came to you guys? What is a grant? Where can I find a grant? How can I win a grant? Are grants legit? Is it a scam? How long does it take to hear back? Do I have to pay it back? Does my business already need to be operating? How many can I win at a time? Do I need a business plan? Have these questions ever come to mind? Let me know real quick. Because if you've ever wondered about these, or you have more questions than even what I shared, then you're in the right place. So welcome. I'm Dr. AJ Austin, winner of over $63,300 in grants and grant funded opportunities. I'm also creator of this here page right here on the TikTok. We're Black Women in Grants. Make sure you follow this page, okay? There are 63,000 plus of y'all here. We started at 400 this time last year. Hey, that was a bar if I ever heard one. So what we're doing is getting ready to transition into much bigger things. As we know, TikTok is rumored, is said, is voted to be going away soon. Who knows when that is? And so we have built a community offline over at www.blackwomeningrants.com that if you're serious about learning about grants and getting all of these questions that may run through your head about what is a grant, can I get a grant, how do I win a grant, where do I find a grant, what do I say to? Girl, come join us. I got 3 scholarships open over there as we speak, and I'll tell you more about those. But you can beat me over there. Go be nosy and come join us. It only takes about 2 minutes to sign up. E. Wilson says, I know about grants, but my main question is how to answer the questions effectively and when. And that, my dear, is what we just spent 3 whole trainings talking about. So the trainings are in our mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com. We literally did a compelling storytelling 3-part workshop right here on TikTok that is now a part of our TikTok replay playlist with all 180 plus additional episodes that we've done over the last year. Yay, girl, you missed it. It was good. So I recorded it for you guys. It's now a bonus training in our replay playlist in the mentorship over at blackwomenandgrants.com. And it's so good because it came from a grant that's currently open for $100,000. Can anybody use an extra 100K? Well, in this case, it's a $100,000 grant, but they're breaking it down in between 4 people. So the first place could get $50,000. The additional 3 or 4 are getting $12,500 each, regardless of if it's $50K or $12,500. Can anybody use an extra any one of those in your business? Let me know. Because what I did is went through all, I think they had like 14 pages, if I'm not mistaken. I might just be making this number up. But they had pages and pages of terms and conditions as to what you needed to do to win this money, or shall I say what you need to do, because the grant is still open. They also tell you what happens as you win the money and what's expected of you after you win the money. And that's what we catered our 3-part training that's now a bonus in the mentorship over at blackwomenandgrants.com. You can come join us on a scholarship. The scholarship takes $200 off your tuition. So it's usually $297 to join us for the year. But you can get in today under one of the 3 scholarships for only $97. It's a one-time payment, year-long access. Get in for the full year. Get the 3-part bonus training of this 100K grant opportunity. And get the list with the grant on there, plus access to over 200 plus more grants, totaling over $1.2 million plus in grants and grant funded opportunities. It's just exciting. This is my world. This is what I really enjoy learning about and conquering and mastering and coming back and sharing with y'all what I did, what I want, and then seeing the ladies who apply the information and they go out and apply these grants, and collectively, at last count now, we have won over $140,000 plus in grants and grant funded opportunities. So it's really exciting, and it covers the whole spectrum of how grants show up, from grant checks to sponsorships and contests and giveaways and pitch competitions and bursaries and subsidies and partnerships. And ooh, child, it's a lot, and it's a lot of fun. It's so exciting. E. Wilson says, I'm going to the website. I need all the help I can get with these grants. Amen. I just saw an ad on Facebook, because Facebook knows all our business, right? So they know I teach about grants. So they show me the quote-unquote competition as well. But there's a grant class out there that's $1,000 teaching nothing that I'm teaching y'all. And I'm only allowing you guys to invest $97. I was like, woo, okay, so this is what my coach is talking about. I need to go up on these prices. So we're looking into that. So get in where you fit in while you can, friend. Okay. So come on and join us. It's www.blackwomenandgrants.com. There is 24 fabulous hours of learning through video and replays of trainings that I've done over the last year, just for you guys who are serious about grants. And like E. Wilson said, I'm trying to get all the help I can get. So the website is in the chat, and you can go claim one of the 3 scholarship spots, and they are first come, first serve. Once they're gone, they're gone. So if you get there, when you get there, if the button still works where it says click here, use this special link to get the claim one of the scholarships. If that still works, congratulations on winning the opportunity to come hang out with us for a full year for only $97. We're going to also be hanging out. We've been doing this for almost a year too. Every first Saturday of the month, we're gathered live on Zoom. So I'm talking to y'all live. You're talking to me live. And you get all your grant questions answered. Also, as I mentioned, working on this book y'all see on the screen. I'm for the most part, I'm like 99.9% of complete with the edits. I'm just scrolling through it, even talking to y'all right now. I'm about to put it in the mentorship so you guys can have your own copy of the book, because it has my secrets in it to how I've been winning this money, to how our other black women in grants are winning this money. And you can just follow in the footsteps, step by step by step. It doesn't have to be hard, and you don't have to try to figure this out by yourself or go alone. But if you're looking to unlock the power of grants as a black woman, for-profit small business owner, this is where the transformation starts, because I'm sharing what I'm doing. We have grant winners like Deanna Joy, who's won recently $55,000 plus in a matter of 90 days. And all she did to win that money was read the first book I wrote that's in the mentorship. And it's called Finding Funding. And it's all about how to find and secure debt-free, non-traditional funding for your black woman-owned for-profit small business, aka grants, scholarships, contests, competitions, giveaways, everything we've been talking about so far. So I interviewed Deanna Joy after she won her $55,000 grants, and her interview is in the mentorship, and she's spilling the beans. I picked her brain to ask her questions for y'all and be like, girl, what should the other ladies be doing to get like you, boo? And so she recently told me she has applied for her first $1 million grant. She's also helped one of her clients win a new iPad and some other technology, if I remember correctly. So I just think it's phenomenal. Grants are a lot of fun. They come with this. Grants are under a big umbrella of what the funding could look like, whether it's a physical check or a virtual deposit or gifts in the mail, or stuff that'll set you up for the next few years in your business. I mean, they're just, the umbrella is so large, the rainbow of what could come with it when you get to getting it, okay? So y'all told me a little bit about your business. You told me how much in grants you want to win. What would you use your grants for as you start to win? Let's dream a little bit. So let's say you won the amount that you put in the chat, that you could see the current business that you're seeking grants for winning. What would you do with your grant winnings? Like, let me know that. Because if you're researching opportunities, if you are applying for opportunities, if you are winning opportunities, you need to have a plan in place. I remember this was one of our recent grants I won in December. We have what's called a grant goal, which is what you guys just put in the chat, how much you want to win. I had won everything that I set out to win, and I had not put a new grant goal out there. So when we won our last grant, I literally had a panic attack, and I called one of my former mentors, and I was like, what do I do with this money? I need help. How do I spend this? What do I help? So you kind of need a plan. And I'm like, in the middle of my breakdown, I was like, this is what I teach people to do. Why am I having this moment myself? And so I really had to literally take myself out to dinner, sit down, calm down, and write out my new goal for what to do with this money. Because I had the money in hand. And it was, my coach said, it's burning your pocket. And I was like, I'm trying to spend it while I remember I got it, and I need my list. And so I had to create like a shopping list for this grant. And we eventually spent all the money and then some. But you have to know what you're going to use it for. So for me, it always helps to just dump everything that's in my brain. I call it a brain dump. Put it on a piece of paper, text it to yourself, but have this running list or this quote unquote budget, like an Excel spreadsheet of things that you could really use in your business. And if you want a grant for it today, what that grant funding would go towards. So that's what I'm asking y'all about in the chat. So Mocha Kiss says she will buy all her supplies and get a marketing strategy together. Mocha, start working on that strategy, girl. Don't be like me, okay? Have your list ready of like, what type of marketing? Email marketing? Do you need a email marketing platform? How much does it cost? The ones that I'm familiar with have like a certain limit on how many emails you can have there before you have to upgrade. How much is it for the year? Like, have those figures in mind. What can the platform do? Why do you need this platform versus the other? Think through all of that as you're applying for the money, so that when it comes and the grant is like, make sure you do what you told us you was going to do with this money, you literally have receipts because you showed up ready. Okay, you thought through the process, you did what you said you were going to do, And if they came back and checked on you, you can show, here's exactly how I use y'all's money, right? Mo says, right now I'm working in the back of a barbershop. I've been praying for a front door salon. So get your number together. This is what it would take for me to move from the back to the front of the salon. I know one lady that joined us on live before, she was wanting to knock down some walls and build out like her salon suite bigger. So what's the renovation cost? What are the supplies, the materials, the contractors, the permits, all that stuff needs to be top of mind, because grants are going to ask you, how are you going to use these funds? And so you can give them a general, this is what I want to do, but when you can break it down to say, here's exactly how we're going to use the funds, I've been doing the research, and here's why you should write me a check, it makes the vision clearer for the person who could write you that check to make that happen. You see what I'm saying? But if you just show up like, oh, I just want to, build and stuff, we need a little bit more information. So make sure you're getting specific with, you may not know the exact down to the penny cost of things, but have a general idea of, here's like my laundry list of what's, I'm needing. The list is growing, but here's a start. And it also helps, I know one grant we applied to like a year or so ago, they wanted to know what is the budget to make our vision happen. And when I gave them the budget, it was well over the amount of the grant that they were offering, but it also showed them that their grant would help us get started. And you can even tell a grant that, I know, I need more than you're offering, but every little bit would help. I would be grateful to win your grant opportunity. Here's what I would use it for. And then we would go out and win more grants and get more funding to do the rest. And so it shows little steps towards progress, if you will. She says that makes sense. Cool. So grants are really cool for like knowing where you want to start as you dream to grow your business further. And then knowing that if you, like I said, do what you told them you were going to do with their money, comply with the terms and conditions that you agreed to, like the ones I break down in our 3-part masterclass. That's one of the bonus trainings over at blackwomenandgrants.com. That's going to help them monitor and evaluate and track progress and see if you've been meeting the, what they call it, like the measurements. They can do like midpoint measurements where you may have to check in and report on what you've been doing with the funding since you won. And so it's just a great way to keep up with your progress. So check out blackwomenandgrants.com. Come join us. Get one of the 3 scholarship spots that are there. And also let me know if y'all have questions. I'm just looking through some of the information that's in the book you see on the screen that I'm about to add to the mentorship when I finish these absolute final edits, so y'all can have your own copy of the book, along with the list of grants and my other book that I wrote. We have an app that'll read our books to you, which is really cool. So I'm waiting to get this over there and let y'all upload it to the app, as well as hear from our grant winner, Deanna Joy, who won $55,000. I interviewed her. I told y'all the 3 list of grants, they totaled over $1.2 million. And then there's other video and audio trainings that you can go listen to learn about grants, what they are, what they're not, what to look for in a grant, what to look out for in a grant, because yes, there are scams, child. I got a list of ways to know whether or not a grant is legit. So I've listed them all out in the mentorship for you, as well as how to look for opportunities that have been funded by grants where you're not spending as much money out of your pocket to help you grow your business. So hopefully this is helping give you guys some ideas on like what you can do with grant funds and what they could look like for you in your business. Let me see what else I can share with you guys from the book that I don't have to go too deep into, because a lot of this you just got to be there and get your copy. I know Deanna, who I was telling y'all about, won the 55K. She has read the book 3 times and has since, as I mentioned earlier, applied for her first $1 million grant, and is still helping her clients win money as well. So It's money to be won. It's opportunities to be sought out and applied for. And you just have to be prepared, especially when it comes to like telling your story, because that's literally a part of what grants grade you on, how well you can tell your story, and talk about, what you've done successfully to get you to where you are at this point in either starting your business or growing the business, and how you're helping your community as well. So, Mocha, to get started applying for grants, we're doing it. You got to know what you need a grant for. So, what was your dollar amount, your grant goal? What was that? Because that's where you start questioning yourself. Why do I even need a grant? And so, if you could share that, that's the first step. What would you use a grant for? How much do you need? And then where are you in your business process? If you're starting up or if you're growing, those are three key characteristics that's going to tell you exactly where to get started. So if you need 75K, what phase of your business are you in? Like, are you in the startup phase where it's still like an idea? Or have you launched it and you've already started making money with that idea? Also, let me see I had some key points I wanted to share with you guys, because it's going to take a strategy. So yeah, if you need 75K, you're in the startup phase, which means you may not have made money yet. That's pre-revenue. You need what's known as a startup grant. So you could just start looking for startup grants. Or you can check out blackwomeningrants.com, where I give you a list of 200 plus grants that include startup grants. And they're specifically for Black women, for-profit, small business owners with startup ideas. So www.blackwomeningrants.com. You can start there. Since you know what you're looking for, how much you want, and then hopefully you have an idea for what you'll use those funds for as well, because that's what grants are going to ask you for in the process. Winning grants also take you having what we call a grant application strategy, or GAS. And it makes sure that, like we just went through with Mocha, you're welcome. You got to know where your business is, because there's only two categories of businesses that grants are going to ask you about. Are you startup, meaning have you made money yet with this business? Or are you started? Have you started making money, and you're just ready to grow it? Those are two different types of grants to be applying for. So startups need startup grants. Started businesses need what's known as growth grants. And the opportunities are different for the two types of businesses based on where you are. Your journey also depends on how much you're looking for your grant goal, and then what you're going to use the funds for. But being able to blend that into a strategy of, okay, now let me combine my story of why I'm even starting this business, who I'm helping with this business, why this business is needed, and why a grant should fund this vision. So that gets into your grant application strategy, as well as acknowledging, yep, that's the word I'm looking for, acknowledging why you're trying to do this work, like why it's so important, why it matters in the world. And so there's a list of items, business expenses that grants are willing to help you cover, get started with, and all that good stuff. Like, they can tell you what they will and will not provide for you. Thank you, Free Spirit. See you tomorrow. So there are 60 business expenses that a grant will cover as you win. I put them in the book, Finding Funding. It's in the mentorship as well. And it's really exciting to see. So let's just have a little fun. What are some things y'all think a grant can cover in your business? Like, if you were dreaming about, again, what you would do with the money that you win from a grant, you know how you want to use it, but what do you think a grant will cover for you to use their money for? Let me know in the chat real quick. I'm knocking stuff down over here. So think outside the box, like things that you may not have even considered. I'm trying to think of The cutest thing a grant has covered for me is like a cup of coffee to go sit at a coffee shop and get some work done. They sent like a $5 gift card. Coffee on us. That's the cutest. Plus, I've had like Uber Eats delivered to my door. I told y'all about the office furniture that I've won: the desk, the chair, filing cabinet, journal, pens, a lot of fun stuff that I buy anyway. So it was saving me money and sending me gifts. I've gotten T-shirts and jewelry and self-care boxes and coaching and digital business cards, Amazon Prime, a tablet, so much more. I put it all in the book, but this is just off the top of my brain. So if you guys had to kind of guess what a grant would cover for you and your business, and it was out of the box, what is something that you think a grant could cover for you? Let me know. And if you're over at blackwomeningrants.com joining us in the Grant Game Mentorship and you need help getting logged in, let me know so that I can make sure that your access code is sent to you while I'm live here with you. And I'll be happy to help. So if you are new to the grant space, if you really haven't had time to sit and dream about winning a grant and what it could cover for you, but you have a business idea or you have a business that you've already launched and you just need help, you need funding to help that business idea grow or grow further than you've gotten it, that's what this page is all about, Black Women in Grants. That's what our mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com is all about. So check that out and come join us. But grants are what's known as non-dilutive for the most part, meaning they will grant you money to cover business expenses, to do business special projects, to expand your business idea, to get started for business. And they're not necessarily asking you to give up a portion of your company. So when you say you need to be pointing in the right direction, Mocha, what do you mean specifically? Let me know. Because we already talked about, if you want a grant, how much you want it. You gave me that. You said you were in the startup phase. I told you how to go find startup grants because those are the type of grants you need. So yeah, what else do you mean when you say you need to be pointing in the right direction? So everything from startup costs like equipment, marketing, inventory, or just expanding on future plans to grow and scale your business. These are all great reasons to apply for grants and get access to the funds that are available that can offer you some stability as you grow. And so grants also oftentimes come with additional resources. The money is cool, but like the networking, the support, the mentorship, the coaching, the accountability, all of that is a lot of fun as well. Hello, Tea Talks. How are you? I am very well. I'm just off my regular schedule of being on here live with y'all. As you may remember, I'm covering from a 2-time blood transfusion this time a couple of days ago. So yeah, I've been building up my iron and my energy. But all is well. I've been here though, just at different times. But I have gone live every day, including in the hospital, for the last 2 weeks, just at various times. So that's why I tell y'all, when you follow the page, turn your notifications on. Just in case I do a live outside of our normal hours, you'll get notified. Yeah, I thought you knew. Girl, I talk about it every live. So yeah, I fainted twice in one day. And so I spent 24 hours in the hospital not too long ago and found out I'm severely anemic. I knew I was anemic. I didn't know how bad. So I was at 7 on a scale that I should have been at a 14. So just living life on half the amount of blood I needed in my body. So I got 2 blood transfusions. I'm back at home and I'm healing very, very well. I do very well. I just take it moment by moment and still do my best to be here and show up for you guys because that's my commitment. So thank you for keeping me in your prayers. You're in the hospital. Girl, listen, let me tell you, mine felt like a vacation. I can't speak for everybody. But I got everything they offered, from being woken up to breakfast, lunch, and dinner, going home with 3 different little goodie bags out the closet. I want the lotion, the soap, the shampoo, the comb. I ain't got no hair. I want everything y'all got that's gonna be on my bill anyway. Give me the socks, give me triple covers. I want it all. Jello galore, fruit, snacks, listen, enjoy your time, okay? So mine was like a 24-hour just rest, child. And I do that at home anyway, but I love being taken care of. I'm just a big old baby. And they did a great job, plus helping me get better. So, I don't know what you're there for. You don't have to put your business out, but take it from me, rest. And I just realized it's the difference between resting and relaxing. Resting is what your body does when you're tired and you can't move it, so you sit down or you lay down. But relaxing is what your mind need to be doing in that hospital while they're taking care of you, okay? Let them do their job. Just say yes and amen and go to sleep, wake up, eat, Let them serve you. Rest, meditate, pray, sleep. Give that mind a break. And I'm speaking from experience because I'm sure some type of stress was involved in getting me to that point. But when I realized, this feels like a vacation, I'll take it. A $20,000 vacation, but a vacation nevertheless. Here we are. So I'm just glad to be better. I'm glad y'all are here with me. I'm glad I'm here with y'all. Okay. So yeah, T-Talks, we working on the time, but I have definitely been here and I'm going to keep being here as much as I can with y'all. So Mocha says, I have so many ideas. How do I narrow it down? What is needed? You need a business incubator, like the programs I told you about, that come with scholarships to get in. I give you a list of 8 of those to join when you come join us in the mentorship over at blackwomenandgrants.com. Yep. So there's the answer to that for you, Mocha. And these are programs that'll sit with you and coach you and pour into you, mentor you, ask you questions, hold you accountable, hold your feet to the fire, make you make a decision as to what business you're starting as you get started, and then get some funding behind it. But this is what I mean when I say you need to sit and dream of what things could be, because that's going to help others help you get further along if you know where you want to start. Because we know what we want, especially as Black women. And once we set our mind to it, we go out and get them degrees and scholarships and careers and babies and, So, yeah. Yes, ma'am. Oh, thank you. She says, you are so powerful. God bless you. Thank you, girl. God is good. I know where my help come from. I've been needing it. Looking towards the hills, okay? Said, you know all about the blood transfusion, girl? I didn't. And I thought it was more like intense than it was. So I was in processing mode of, oh, this is how this works. So yeah. Yeah, I do. I'm very herbalistic. So I have every tea you can think of. I have severe anemia and endometriosis. And so, yeah, I've been dealing with this all my life. Just never at this point. I guess just getting older, stress, body changing, stress. All of that is to be taken into consideration. So, but yeah, I drink the dandelion roots and the rose petals and the primrose and the powdered beet. Girl, I got like 13 different supplements I take daily, plus the teas that I take around the time of the month, plus doctor prescribed anything I need. So I'm good. It's just, giving my body a chance to heal. And you know how we don't really realize how much we do, or we don't give ourselves time to slow down and just celebrate in the credit for what we've done. That's part of this, but I'm definitely not discounting it or taking it lightly. But I thank God for my healthcare team that is in place to help me out. And now that I know what's going on, because you don't know sometimes until you get your blood drawn or you faint. And it's like, oh, okay. Let me go and sit down somewhere and let other people take care of me. So that's all I got for y'all. I just wanted to jump on, hang out, talk about grants. If y'all have questions, now is a great time to put it. If not, we can go ahead and wrap up. I'll give y'all back the rest of your day, But I just wanted to jump in. I'm going to try to get out here and get my trash can to the curb before it get dark. So I don't forget before I go to bed. But yeah, I had dinner and I was sitting here on TikTok anyway, and I said, let me go live today since I had not gone live earlier. So, just to let you know, I may be on at 11. I may be on later. I may not be on at all. But just as you follow the page, turn them notifications on. You are welcome, Mo. Do y'all have any other questions for me? Or if you're over at blackwomenandgrants.com trying to grab one of the open scholarships, let me know so that I can make sure you get logged in before I go. Any final questions, ahas, or takeaways from what we talked about as far as knowing where to start or where to get started on your grant journey? How to dream, set that goal, go out and find the grants that are available, and getting help as you do it. Blackwomenandgrants.com is a site, and it's in the chat where you can write it down, screenshot it, or go there real quick. It takes like 2 minutes to come and sign up to hang out with us. So yeah. Any final questions? Oh, I feel a chin hair. I gotta go pluck it now. Until we meet again, my friends, remember that there's someone somewhere. They are waiting on you to walk into your destiny so they can walk into theirs, because it's when you let your own light shine, you give others permission to do the same. And when you impact one life as a future grant winner, you get to impact generations. So I thank y'all for being here, representing the generations I got to impact today. Thank y'all for hanging out and supporting Black women with for-profit small businesses that are seeking grants. And have a phenomenal rest of your day. Make sure you follow this page too. I'll be back. I'll talk to y'all soon. God bless. Bye, future grant winners.